friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. This video is about my trip to Switzerland back in 2019 June. We all know it's not the right time to travel, but planning for the future is never harmful. So for those who would like to travel to Swiss in the near future, you can watch this video and take what you like. I hope this gives an idea on what to expect in the country and maybe even help plan your itinerary better. So let's get to it. Zurich. Zurich has the largest airport in the country, so we landed there and decided to spend our day one in Zurich. People who know me know that I'm not a city person. I always crave for scenery, so I decided to go to Rhine Falls rather than visiting some museums and art galleries in the city. So it took us 1 hour via train to reach this beautiful place, and I was awestruck by the beauty of it. I can't remember the last time I went to a falls and never got my toes wet. But to be honest, I didn't want to get into the water. Just the view was enough for me. The breathtaking view and the boat ride to the center of the waterfalls made my day. I read so many blogs before preparing this itinerary, but the moment I came across this one blog said that the terrace of some university offered a great view of the city, I knew I wanted to be there. So after spending some 4 hours in the Rhine Falls, we headed back to the city to find this university. All it took was 5 minutes in this polybahn to get to the top. I almost envy these students having to go to a university like this, not to mention the view. It's beautiful, isn't it? I was imagining having a conversation with my best friend standing at the terrace. We were walking down the streets of Zurich around 6 p.m. in the evening, trying to find the Grossmünster Church. Unfortunately, it was closed by the time we got there. But hey, no regrets. It was about time to visit a mountain. In case you're wondering where I shot this video from, it's from inside the train through the glass window. All these train journeys that might take up to 2 hours never got me bored, because I'll be having my earphones on, listening to A.R. Rahman classics while immersing myself in the beauty of the lakes and mountains. After the gondola and the cable car ride to the top, we finally reached Mount Titlis. That was the first time for me on a snow-covered mountain, and I think it was love at first sight. People usually spend 4 to 5 hours in the top, excluding the traveling time. I spent 2 hours for some pictures and a very ordinary boomerang that I was bugging my husband for. There are so many summer activities that are held there, but for every activity there's a queue. I'm sure you'll not regret spending some 5 hours here, because I had so much fun in this place. Playing with all the snow toys. I'm sure you'll love doing this one, because I absolutely did. Some of the advantages of having stoppings on your way down is getting to witness this. I felt like I was in a movie or something. Lucerne. Lucerne has the world-famous Chapel Bridge, which is one of the oldest wooden covered bridge of Europe, dating back to the 17th century. Although not very intrigued by the history of it or the sights and the attractions in the city, I could say the bridge made a pretty decent background for my pictures. I was telling to myself I've come here to visit some beautiful mountains and lakes and not some monuments that I know nothing about. Turns out I'm not a history person either. So we were heading to Mount Pilatus. This time we opted for a ferry ride. And the first thing we did upon reaching Alpenstadt is hiking. Hiking up the mountain can be so much fun with a good company. Apart from hiking, there are so many different activities to do here. While kids had zip line or rope walk, adults had 1 kilometer long slide, which I absolutely loved. People spend about 4 to 5 hours in Pilatus because there's waiting time for every activity. And for the way down, we opted for a steel cog railway train, which is said to be the steepest, for it offers great sense of thrill. And this operates only during summer, so I'd suggest you choose the golden trip during your summer vacation here. Golden round trip is nothing but choosing the steel cog railway for one way and cable car the other. I used to download mountain pictures for my desktop wallpapers, and seeing such beautiful mountains up close made me realize that I was really grateful for being there. This is the lake view from the Alpenstadt station, where we had to wait for the boat to get back into the city. Who would have thought I would be sitting with my husband talking about life in front of this beautiful lake? We were on our way to the Jungfrau, which is the tallest mountain of Europe, making it the must-see mountaintop. I did not regret traveling in a car because the train route is said to be one of the scenic routes. Make sure to wear sunscreen, sunglasses and a cap to avoid getting affected by the UV rays. Take it from me because I was a victim. Some activities can be common in all the mountains, but these activities change with the seasonal change. There's observation desks in almost all the mountains. And about the ice palace, it can be really slippery, so make sure to wear proper boots. Interlaken is one of the most beautiful towns of Switzerland, making it a popular tourist destination. I can't really rate all these places, but if I had to pick one, then I would go for Interlaken. Like the name suggests, this town is located in between the lakes and mountains. Paragliding was on my bucket list for a long time, and I was fortunate to cross it off in Interlaken. I was very nervous that my heart rate was through the roof, but my pilot made sure I was comfortable before the flight. What an adrenaline pumping activity it was. I cannot really put into words of how I felt during this flight. I guess you have to feel it to know it. Grindelwald first is an adventurous hotspot, so if you're looking for adventures, I'd highly recommend this. We missed a couple of rides because we couldn't spend a whole day here. As you might know, there is waiting time for every activity, but it's totally worth it. They let us rent the mountain cart and the trotty bike scooter for the way down. So this is the fun part. I drove a mountain cart for the first time, and the good thing is you can stop anywhere. Trotty bike was even more fun We were practically competing each other on the road. We came across a dairy farm and decided to take a look inside. The owner was kind enough to let us in and answer some of our questions regarding the routine there. And this was absolutely the best day out of all 5 days I spent in Switzerland, mostly because of the trolley bike scooter ride. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you liked it. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Also, do not forget to click on the bell icon to get notified whenever I drop in a new video. Until the next one, bye bye from Neeraja. Take care, guys.